Hi, I'm Mark, and welcome to this video tour of a 1-to-1 scale Ohio-class nuclear submarine. Now, I built this a couple of years ago, and a lot of people have seen it, but they've been asking me to give a tour. Now, since this isn't on a server, I thought I'd go in and do a video tour. And one of the cool things about this submarine is that I actually built it in the water. So if we go down here, you can see that it goes down all the way underwater. Now it is 1-to-1 scale, which means it is about 300 feet long or about 100 meters long. And what I did is I used a lot of different pictures and a lot of different measurements to figure out where things should be and how this should be shaped. It was one of the more challenging builds, if not the most challenging build I've ever done. And one of the cool things that I did was just really commit myself to detail. For example, if we go back here, you can actually see it has a propeller. Not the greatest looking one in Minecraft, but you know, it's a propeller. And then, to make things even better, I finished the interior. Now that was a real challenge from the standpoint that there aren't a lot of pictures of the inside of an Ohio-class nuclear submarine. So I kind of had to make things up as I went. Is it exactly as it should be? No. Because again, I didn't have those pictures. Plus you've got the limitations of a 3-foot thick wall, or 1 meter as the case may be. So I'm going to start right in the front here. These are the officers' quarters. And if we take a look inside, you can see, actually these are the radio rooms, I apologize. These are the radio rooms. And as you can see, we've got the little radios and all that kind of stuff. And there's 2 separate radio rooms. Now this I somewhat knew was here based on some of the tours I've taken of older submarines, like World War II submarines. So I had a feeling these would be the same. Now here are different control rooms. If I can keep the door open, there we go. Like a radar control room or something like that. And this one's identical on the other side. Now if we go into the command center here, this was really cool the way this turned out. I was very pleased with it. We've got our torpedo control here. We've got the captain's chair and the periscope and all of those kind of things. If we go up the ladder here, it leads to the conning tower. Ooh, and it's starting to be night. So you can see the whole submarine from here. Now, people have asked, how did you light that? If you take a look, you can see same colored strips of carpeting here, and I hid the torches underneath that. Took a while to finally get the lighting all done, but it definitely worked. And you can see out here also are the missile silo caps. And I made the trapdoors or the covers for the entryways a little different color to make those seem unique. But these missile silos do actually go down to the inside. So let's go back where we were. We'll go back down inside. Back into the command center here. One of the challenges that you're going to see me have is staying on the same level. The reason that is these decks do not align. And I got a chance to see the schematic of an Ohio-class nuclear, ooh, that's fun, of an Ohio-class nuclear submarine. So I got an idea about where things were. And one of the things I saw is that the decks did not align. So this is the map room in here. And you can see that I put some maps up to kind of look like the radar positioning or whatever that is. And then here are the missile silos. And like I said, these go right through to the top of the submarine, so you can see the missile silo covers on top. And then this is another hatch that goes out into the nighttime. Now going through here, you can see that we come into, what is this again? This is the auxiliary equipment. This was another thing that showed up on the schematic, but I had no idea what it looked like or what it was. So I had to make this up, hence the auxiliary equipment. And here we're at a dead end, and that's because of the shape of the submarine. There is nothing that can go here because the submarine starts to taper down. But we can go down a deck, and that will allow us to go further back. We've got the decks tied in here. We've got a lower deck there, but let's go back this way. This, I believe, is the reactor room. Yes, this is the reactor room. I was able to make it 2 stories tall because, again, in the schematic, I knew that the reactor went between 2 decks. So I did that in here. Going back a little further, we have to go down to the lower deck. See what I mean about the decks not being aligned? And we have more auxiliary power here. And again, this was something I kind of had to wing. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're building complex things like this, feel free to make it up. You know, if you didn't have me telling you that some of this was absolutely made up, you wouldn't know that it was. Back here is the drive. Now I got to show you one thing here. This drives the propeller. If we go back here, we have Bessie the trapped cow. Now I'm not going to break through there, but Bessie's actually inside there, and she's been in there the entire time that I worked on building this. Now let's go up a deck here. Oh, we're just going up to take a look at this. Sorry, thought we were going up a deck. My bad. And we can go back down here. And we're going to go down a level here. Let's see if I can find the staircase here. It's around here somewhere. I know it is. There we go. Or actually go up a deck. This is the top part of that reactor compartment that we were in before. You can see that it passes through 2 levels. And then you can take the ladder down back to that lower deck. In here, we've got another staircase leading up to the decks. And then we've got the head and showers. Now, in a submarine, the bathroom is called the head. So you can see we got the little toilets in here. And then we've got the little shower compartments in here. Then over here is a storage room, which is a typical Minecraft-looking storage room. I think I just had to put something there. I just had space. The missile silos again. Now these pass down from deck to deck. But one of the things I knew about these submarines is that guys had to bunk amongst the silos. So I put these little bunk rooms in. Let me get in here quick. And these little bunk rooms represent the bunks that would be amidst the missile silos. If I can get out here. Grr, I hate metal doors or iron doors. Now, one of the things that I didn't have when I built this, because this was built a while back, was unique lighting. So I had to come up with some cool options, and I think this worked out pretty well using the redstone lamps and putting the redstone blocks there. Now, this is the mess hall, obviously, and I even put in a kitchen, or a galley as the case may be. And dirty hands spread germs, don't forget that. So you make sure you wash your hands. Going forward here, we've got the officers' quarters and sick bay. This is sick bay with the beds for the sick people. Not a lot of room in here. If they had a major disaster on board the submarine, I think they'd be screwed. And then we've got the officer's head, which is the officer's bathroom. Not nearly as big, but it serves the purpose. Now if I can find my button to get out of here, there it is. And then we've got the officer's quarters. And these officers' quarters are a little bit bigger. And you can see that these would be the lower officers. And I believe there's a captain's quarters down here. Yeah. Captain and maybe second in command, this would be their rooms. Pretty cool. If you haven't figured it out, I was very proud of this build. It took a lot of effort to make it all work. Let's go down here quick. Let's see, what have we got here? We got the torpedo room here. And now the torpedoes I was disappointed with. The color scheme on these torpedoes is exactly the same as the Mark 14, I believe it is, torpedoes. And unfortunately, they don't look much like torpedoes because they're about 3 feet in diameter, which is the size of a Minecraft block. So you end up with these circular or these square-looking torpedoes. But here are the torpedo tubes. Basically, the torpedoes would be transported onto this track and then transported to the front of the submarine. And coming back up here, let's see, how can we get back up to the upper decks? Oh, and that was the officer's quarters. One more deck up here. There we are, and we're back into the command center. So that's a quick tour of this entire submarine. I think there is more, but I think I may have missed a deck somewhere here. But you get the idea of how this was put together. Now, this was built in the water. So I had to empty out some water and then build the hull and then go from there. So it was a bit of a challenge, but it ended up turning out really well. And I should say it's a bit of a challenge. This was a really big challenge just because of the shape and the not knowing of exactly where things went and things like that. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tour. And if you liked the video, please leave a like, a comment, or subscribe. And if you didn't like this video, keep it to yourself. Thanks for watching.